All right, Clyde Hays. Got my stuff all set up. Don't know how this is displaying. Checking it out. I am using the program. I'm not live on Facebook right now. Um, was wanted to do a little quick video about the things that I actually said originally. I set all this up for you. You haven't seen. I added some new monitors and stuff uh, to see how my setup works. Um, so I originally wanted to do a podcast on AI and what basically Hayes Division was doing with AIs. Um, I kind of felt like at the same time I was jumping on people's toes because Lex Friedman does a great podcast, and I've listened to Singularity FM for years and loved what they've done over there. But today, in particular, got on Lex Friedman, and Lex Friedman is not called. I believe it was called Lex Friedman Artificial Intelligence or something. It's not anymore. It's called Lex Friedman, which I agree. I actually watched the podcast he did with Joe Rogan about changing the name, and I get why you would change the name. Uh, but today, watching Lex Friedman, he had a interview, and I want to say it's not on AI anymore, not just AI. Not saying it's not good. I definitely like the show I watched. I like Lex Friedman. I like where Lex Friedman's going, but it's not on AI, and there needs to be a show that deals particularly with AI. And Lex has got big enough that he's adding other things, and I love it. And I mean, let's be honest, there's a lot I can talk about outside of just AI, but right now I want to hear, I want to learn more about what's going on in the artificial intelligence world. And I might spin a show out of this with a guy that works with me at Hayes Division, Jonathan, one of the smartest guys we have here. But last night we were doing a live stream conversation, which is another reasons why I have all this set up. And so when I'm here and I'm working on projects with the server and everything else, I can communicate with the other guys because none of us is just available all the time. And we were talking about something that I didn't know about. And let me swap over and hopefully all my cameras work. So this, of course, you're seeing the Hayes Division logo, but there's a program out there that I didn't know about. And ooh, I got a lot of screens up. Uh, you're not seeing it. Hold on one second. Deal with me with my. There we go. So it's called Baritone. So from what I can understand, and again, it'd be better if I had Jonathan here. Baritone is according to this is the wiki page on 2B2T, which is a Minecraft server. And I'm not a gamer. I don't play video games. I let's be honest. My level of video games is still the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo eventually. So I don't have a lot of experience with games. I have game consoles all over my house. I've built game consoles. I have a pile over there with Nintendo, Super Nintendo games on it, Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunter and all that other stuff. But I don't have the experience. But I have, if you know, I have 7 boys, so I know what Minecraft is, and I know in a way how Minecraft works. In the sense that I've had to go in and referee in a way my kids when they were basically fighting over Minecraft because one of my sons would build something really cool and he'd try to show it to his brother, and his brother would come in there and basically demolish it. How I understood Minecraft has changed a little bit after last night. So this is a picture of the world of Minecraft on the server 2B2T. And from what I understood from Jonathan, that little blue dot in the center, and I could be wrong, is where you start out. And so when you get on this server, it's a hack server where everybody uses all the hacks they can on the server, the cheat codes and everything else that makes you jump faster, run faster. But on this server in this world in Minecraft, You go from here to spread out to this, and over here there's more things to hide in. Of course, I didn't know what these were. These are lava walls, and but you go outside, and as you get out in these areas, in a way, your character is safer because the people and the bots, I would say, or the NPCs can't kill you or take your things as quickly out here because you have other things to hide from. But in the center, it's madness. So this program called Baritone, and this guy here, FTMC, and I watched a couple of his videos last night. You can find it on uh, YouTube. Uh, they Baritone was programmed to start here and escape. And how he did that was extraordinarily unique and neat in the AI world. And it's and you can read about a lot about what um, Baritone has done, which gets me back to thinking about what it would mean for AI to do some of this stuff that we've talked about. And I hope my screen did not just go fuzzy. I'm gonna go ahead and swap it back to the picture I had, uh, because if it is fuzzy, I don't want it to show on the video. I have a camera issue sometimes, but the AI interaction. If you think about it, if you could build an AI and get it to learn, and what environment would you put it in? Would you put it in somebody's house where it could, uh, swing an arm out and hurt somebody, or would you put it in one of these just gung ho old timey free for all environments? And that's what these guys did with Baritone. Um, it's exciting. It's exciting to me to go in and learn and see how they're coding this. Jonathan, of course, has requested access to it, and I think it's on GitHub. That's what I was telling him last night. I'm sure he's looking today, but the that would be a good place to put an AI. You can't control his outcome in that environment. You throw him out there, basically throw him to the wolves and say, okay, learn, adapt, and let me see how you're learning and adapting. And that's, of course, what me and Jonathan want to do. We want to go in and see how his code is being moderated. And let me see if I can strum through some of this video real quick to just give you a peek at what I saw. And you see here, and let me big screen this. You see here how the trajectory is. I'm gonna play just a little bit.
Fly adaptations to figure out the best way to accomplish a specific task. You simply give the program a task, and it will do its best to accomplish it. The first thing it will do is pathfind a way to its objective. Should the terrain change or become hostile or impassable, the program will adapt and reroute. Take a look at this footage here. In this demonstration, Baritone will be attempting a spawn escape in the Nether. As you can see, that green pillar represents the destination, and it's already visually pathfinding its way to that destination. It's automatically using a combination of parkour.
Okay, did y'all just see that purple line? That purple line meant a lot to me because that is probabilities, and that's why this AI and Baritone in particular is excited me, is because you see, and I'm gonna back up just a little bit, maybe. No, that's a little bit more right there. Okay, I'm gonna push play again.
Pathfinding its way to that destination. It's automatically.
Okay, you see this right here. I'm gonna big screen it again. You see that purple line? That purple line is probabilities. That is how an AI and us we look. We do it automatically because we can't see it. When we walk around the house or we try to take something into consideration, our brain makes a lot of choices and things that we don't perceive. That's the cool thing about AI, is that the same thing happens there. When a good AI has a building structure on the back end that its algorithms running multiple layers, and it's not perceiving that. But us trying to program these artificial intelligent devices, can go back and look at the code and moderate it and say, okay, why did you make this decision? And sometimes with artificial intelligence, especially with machine learning, top TensorFlow, neural networks, it's hard to even make that judgment because they learn differently and they make decisions different than we do. Their core decision making is to achieve whatever goal you've set. In this case, it's to reach that green line, which is the center. I think is he's going on the outside now or going on the inside. The in our life through we have these fundamental things that makes the world spin in natural selection type environment. We were made to our we evolved to progenerate our genes to go forward. But you can go down to the single cell amoebas and see how that natural selection works. And we've got to a point in our evolution that some things we don't understand. That's why we have a lot of money in medical, because our bodies do weird things that we don't understand. But with machine learning, and that's what enthused me about computers and computer science, and machine learning, and all these things is that there's parts that we can not only control but we can understand. And yes, we want to do that with our body and our minds and everything else. That is a lot of people tell me, Clyde, sometimes you think you're messing with something that could have a huge detrimental fault to society. And yes, I mean, we've all seen Terminator. We've all read the end of the world scenarios that make great movies. But it's not just that. It's the change, the understanding of life that is happening with learning how to make these devices and machines. I mean, our number one goal is to always make our lives easier and make them better. That's come on, think about Siri on your phone. Why do you use her? You use her because not because she's a smart AI and you're just amazed with her. You use her because sometimes it's easier and it makes it faster. Uh, I recently have started using Siri with my earbuds with my phone closed, and when I get a text, she'll whisper in my ear, "Clyde, you got a text from your wife. Here's the message." That's easy. I don't have to move my sight or what I'm experiencing away from what I'm doing. That is why we create these devices. Y'all let me know what you think about baritone. Some of y'all are very, very into um, Minecraft and games. So you can give me a better spill on this. Uh, it's very, very intriguing. And I want more information. I actually called my son today, and today's Gavin's birthday, and my other son, Ian. I called them up and said, "Hey, look, explain to me a little bit more about Minecraft." And of course, they think, "Oh, Dad, you're playing Minecraft." No, and that's what took 5 minutes to explain to them. I'm not playing Minecraft. I'm trying to figure out some of the things that I didn't know about Minecraft. So y'all take a peek at Baritone at 2B2T. Tell me any of y'all that's played on the server. Tell me what it's like. I'm sure that I have no clue about what's really going on that server and or how Minecraft works. But the story was really intriguing to me. Let me show you this other picture real quick before I hop off. You see this picture here. This was shared with me. This is a picture of Baritone's interaction when they told him to escape from that center. These are all the different layers. And I believe the purple layers are all it on the base level. The orange layers are in the is him escaping from the height, and the gold layers is from maybe below ground level. I don't again I don't know enough about Minecraft to understand enough of this. I understand what's going on though, and it's intriguing. It's intriguing where we're going with artificial intelligence. Y'all give me some feedback on this. Hit me up. I'm loving it. I'm definitely loving where Hayes Division is going, and I'm loving where artificial intelligence is going. It it not in the way that you sit here and you think we're going to make these artificial intelligent, the key word, conscious beings that interact with us on a scale, but how their minds work, which gets us back into how our minds work. What's our goals? What's our decision making flow in life? And these programs are touching on to that, and that's always what has led me down this road of technology and exploration and innovation, is understanding more about who we are. Anyway, Clyde Hays, Hayes Division, hitting y'all up. Y'all have a wonderful day.